You know, Kyle, we're real excited to launch all this brand new product for this year, and we have a ton of new things for the bass fishermen out there, as you can see. So let's maybe kind of walk through some of the new stuff for this year.
Yep.
The Horizon Head series. This is a brand new technique out there that's being used for forward-facing sonar. I mean, you guys are using this every day on tour.
Right. And you know, this has been a head that people have been kind of scouring the internet to find and kind of get them shipped over here from Japan.
And we're excited to bring them over. So we're going to finally have them here. We've actually got them in stock now. And I think the thing that sets this hook apart from, or this head apart from everything else, is the wide gap that it has.
Yep.
What do you like about it best for your technique?
You know, it seems like that wide gap hook performs even better whenever it's kind of down there deeper, because the way that kind of hook rotates up when you set the hook, it seems like that wide gap makes it where it just hooks those fish that much better whenever you're deep. I don't personally like a wide gap hook super shallow, but whenever you're straight down or on top of them and dropping straight down, it seems to hook them super, super well. And obviously this is a little bit thinner wire and super slick, so you can throw it on a spinning rod, penetrate those fish super, super easily, and you know, put those fish in the boat.
And we got 3 different versions. So we have the regular LG version like you've got in your hand there, and then we have the weedless version that has a titanium weed guard on it, and that helps you that weed. And again, this is something we haven't seen a lot of use out in the market. But I think as people start to use this and refine their technique, that'll be a player in that weedless situation.
Yep, especially around you know, offshore brush piles and then offshore deeper grass, stuff like that. Anything just to make it a little bit more, you know, a little bit more efficient getting around that covers definitely helps.
Then the last one we have is our straight Horizon Head, which is, this one doesn't have the TGW wire, but it's just a traditional round bend. And it's got it's lighter weights on it for that little smaller profile.
Yep, maybe even catch a crappie or 2 on that.
Yeah,
or, you know, big bass, whatever.
You never know for sure. So some other things that we have, again, a lot of Japan-centric things this year. We're a Japanese company, so that's where a lot of our ideas and things come from, is the new Worm 34R Hydro. And we're pretty excited about this particular product because it's unique. It's got a swivel built into the head of the hook. And this was developed by a pro on Lake Biwa in Japan. And what's interesting about that is that it was designed for that cover scat style of fishing. When I first saw this hook, I immediately thought, boy, this is going to be great for a fluke.
Yep. I mean, it seems like it would be great for anything that's kind of weightless that would spin like that. It's kind of one of those things that you look at it and you're like, it makes so much sense, but nobody's really thought about it. I've never seen a hook like this before, but it just makes complete sense. So anything that, you know, is weightless and spins, this is going to help you out a ton with you know, especially line twists on fluorocarbon.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that style of hook, we also have just the hook itself. And this is going to be the Worm 34R itself, and that's the worm hook. And so it's got more of an O'Shaughnessy bend, just like the Worm 34R Hydro. But this features our nano alpha coating and TGW wire, so it's slick, as you can tell.
Yep.
And it's got that nice tournament grade wire, so it's super strong and sharp.
Yep, my favorite part about the tournament grade wire is you can retain a smaller diameter hook and retain a lot of strength. Like that's the best part. So it doesn't look super gaudy in the bait, and you can set the hook on big line a lot of times and not bend it. So that's my favorite part about all these, you know, tournament grade wire hooks, is a little bit smaller diameter, but a ton of strength still.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then one last one we have, there are 2 more things, but one more hook is, and it's so new that I only have one here to actually show you. So I'm going to hand this to you, but it's our G-Finesse drop shot stinger hook, or stinger drop shot hook. And this kind of plays off of, Brent Ayler actually designed this hook for us. And it's the G-Finesse stinger that he's had for several years. We have a weedless version and the regular version, but what we did here was add a welded keeper on the shaft for threading the worm up on the shank of the hook.
Yeah, so this is going to be killer for any kind of open water drop shot fishing. Smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass, but you just thread that worm on there and it holds it really, really well. So this is another one of those things that makes a lot of sense, you know, and you can see the application as soon as you see the hook. So this one's going to be a player this year.
Absolutely. And that tournament grade wire, like you said, we kind of continued that theme with this because we want you to have the best.
Yep.
The last thing's pretty unique that we have here to offer, which is these new ceramic braid scissors. And
they're super unique because the blade is not metal and it's not shiny and silver. First time I actually seen these were today. So the ceramic, you're going to have to get into that because I don't know a bunch about it.
Well, the ceramic is going to prevent any rust. That's the big deal on it, and they don't need sharpening. So they're just going to last for a really long time in the boat.
Yeah.
And they're lightweight, they fit the hand really nice, and as soon as I picked them up and started cutting some braid with them, I was really amazed with how well they work.
That's the telltale sign of all scissors, is how well it actually does cut braid. It does seem like it just eats through it. So
and it's tough to get a pair of scissors that won't rust.
yep.
So those are some of the new things we're pretty excited about launching for this year, and should be helpful for all the bass anglers out there.
Yep, definitely.